Hey everybody, welcome to Redbeard Rebuilding again. We are doing another segment for the Hornet, which is going to uh, one of my friends, and yeah, so we're gonna try to figure out the paint for the yellow, and we're gonna try to get that figured out. I'm gonna try to show you the best I can on mixing things together. I know it's not probably gonna be the easiest. I'm just dealing with a little cell phone tripod thingamajig, so we're going to do our best and at least show you what I'm putting into the cup. I don't know how much we'll get in, to get you to see in the cup, but we'll try to get it figured out. Let's see. Yesterday, I should have started off with that. Yesterday we had a meet that went fairly well. I think the girls lost, but the guys won. I could be wrong on that. We had a good PR, at least one or two PRs in the men's javelin. I think we had a couple. I don't know about the other two events for the guys, because I tend to follow the other end of the field, just because that's where the javelin is. But I think we had some both in the girls' shot and the girls' jav. I'm not sure about the discus, because obviously that was the other end of the field. But it was also senior night last night, so that went well for those individuals. For the couple relays, I didn't get to see all this stuff on the track, obviously, but for the relays that I saw, were pretty close, which was always a good time to see people fight it out for positions. Otherwise, yeah, so let's get to figuring out some kind of the closest shot we can get for you. What I use here is this is the out-of-date version currently. I think they still make it, but probably not by 3M. Somebody else took it over. But I use these little 3-ounce cups, because obviously we don't need that much paint to paint a javelin. But I tend to also have some extra, but it works. So what we're starting off here is just plain white. I've got, try not so closely, I've got two slightly different shades of yellow. I found a crystal gold. This is a crystal base RM. I believe it's a color shift. I don't know how much of it we'll be able to get to see from here. Hopefully I can show it to you a little better later on. And this is a DuPont, they say it's a gold shimmer or gold effect, but this is a powder, so we'll get into that as well. So like I said, we're starting off with a white base. Now obviously we have to start with yellow first, because it's going to be yellow and black, and you always want to start off with the lightest color first, and then cover, obviously, then with the darker color. And to be honest with you, this is how I kind of do all of my paint schemes. Not one person really gets the same thing twice, unless it's already a pre-made color for me. Like Northern, a school close here in Pennsylvania was purple. They wanted purple and white, so I just went out and got purple. It was easier to just buy purple than it was to make purple, so that's how that worked out. And we just splooge a bunch of that in there. I believe these colors came from a old job that I was with, and they were just going to toss them. And they said I could keep them, so yeah. They knew I did this little stuff on the side, so they were kind of cool about it. Okay, that one is open. Ooh, that one's kind of thick. Alright. Might have to add some thinner to that to reduce it a little bit. Obviously this is the lid. It comes with its own filter inside of here, so I don't have to worry about putting this then through a filter. And I drop my cap. Then this little red cap goes on the top here. But we're going to shake this up so that way we know what we're looking at before we start putting the effect colors in. Come on. There it goes. Yeah, we're going to need some reducer. Hold on. Alright. Threw some reducer in here. Should help get things mixed together a little better. Alright, so let's see what we're dealing with now. Come on. Doesn't want to work with me. Pop the lid off. There it goes. Alright. See if I can do this without dropping my phone. So that is our yellow currently. I'm hoping you guys are seeing this because I can't see you. To me, it's still a little on the pale side. Keep my phone where I want it. Close enough. So that means I want the darker of the two yellows. Like I said, this is kind of all just mixed by eyeball. There's no, there's no, I need 2 ounces of this, 3 ounces of that. A rag is always nice to have on hand because you get it on yourself, and I'm not wearing gloves, so should have worn gloves. It's always a statement when you always should have worn gloves. So let's pop this in here. Shake up. Try to get as little paint on myself as I have to. So I'm probably gonna need to still add thinner when we go to spray. But that is our yellow now, which is definitely brighter than it was before. Just keep you looking that way. I kind of am liking this bronze shimmer effect. Yeah, bronze shimmer. This one comes from, I can never say that word right, but that's the brand of it. This will also help darken it. Hold on, need the pocket knife. Oh no, he's showing a knife on the screen. It's so bad. I'm at work. It's okay. Oh. Still a bunch of stuff in there. Alright. And go. Shimmer. Now, I added a good bit in there just because we could use a darkening. That, and when I put this one in, is also white, so it'll go against it and cause some darkening as well, so, or some lightening, excuse me. So they kind of got to think of what's counteracting itself and what's acting on itself to figure out how best to do your colors. I don't want too much of that because I don't want it to lighten up that bad. Generally, the powders don't cause the lightening or darkening that I've noticed. That being said, all the powders, at least the crystal type powders like this one is white. That's not good. That wasn't supposed to happen. Welcome to the blooper reel. So I got about a bunch of crystal in there. And we're gonna try to scoop up all the stuff I just got everywhere and put it in there to the best of our abilities. Otherwise it's just gonna go all over my pants. And it's all over everything. When people talk about glitter getting everywhere, this is what they're talking about. That's what my finger looks like. Alright, so I screwed that up royally, guys. Luckily, I didn't pay for this. I had a bunch of these containers donated to me by a local paint shop that was just going to toss them. So like I said, it was kind of, like that yellow is, it was just going to get tossed. So they said, hey, you want it, take it. If not, throw it away. Let's try to clean up my space a little bit. Use a blow gun to clean everything off later. So, what the original plan was, where's my spoon? Oh, I was just gonna take my spoon and just do that. And that's all my plan was. Kind of like dealing with pre-workout. It gets, if you dump it, it just gets everywhere. And it's on my pants. I'm gonna sparkle. Now, when I show you guys this paint, you're not really gonna be able to see that shimmer at all, just because the lighting is probably not gonna show it. But you will be able to see it once we get it on the Javelin itself. Make sure that's in there the way it should be. I am more sparkly than a kid in glitter. So close that off there. And we're good. We made a mess. That's okay. If I didn't make a mess, I wouldn't be doing it right. But I'm so sparkly. I just didn't get it in the beard, I don't think. I did get it on my jacket. Nope, I'm seeing it on top. I think I'm going to end up having to put a little more reducer in here. And get a popsicle stick or two and try to can use a little more of that and go both this way and the other way. So this is more of that brown shimmer, and we're gonna come in just a little bit more of this and hopefully not get it everywhere. Don't do crack, kids. Kind of what it feels like dealing with that. It's so powdery, and I feel like I'm on a movie just dealing with stuff. It's so valuable. You can't do it, I'm talking to myself. It's okay. I should have worn gloves. Alright, so what we're going to do now, I want to try to get all the sparklies off my phone, put a little more reducer in this, get it all mixed up. And we're going to put it on the job. Obviously, we're in the booth now. We got everything all shaken up. For those of you that do the same thing I'm doing, this is an Iwata, the LPH300. It's basically between a mini and a full-size gun. I have both of the other ones, but when it comes to doing this stuff, it's pretty much easier to use this one. The mini one can spray what we have in here, but if we go any bigger flake to it, like I have some other stuff in there that has some, some nicer size flake, the little one can't quite spray it right. It gets clogged up, and it's just easier to go through and use this size. So I pretty much automatically go to this now. But when I tend to do my clear coat, if we're not putting anything in it, sparkly wise, then I'll just stick with the little one. Excuse me a moment. Alright, so again, Iwata LPH300. Everything's already mixed up and yellow. Got all my mess cleaned up for the most part. So I'm just going to point you guys in the general direction and let you watch and call it a day from there. Tomorrow, hopefully we can get a layout put onto it. Still not quite sure how we're going to work that to make it look like a Hornet, but I got some ideas, so I think we're pretty set on what we're doing. It's still up in here. Brain's thinking. And if any of you stuck around to the very end of the last video, yes, 99.9% of the time I do wear a mask, and right now I'm not too worried about it in case I turn around and try to talk to you guys, because all of this, I need to wear a full face mask. It covers me the whole way down underneath here. It is an air supplied mask, which has its own little fan and filter attached to me on a backpack and goes up in through the face mask. Maybe next time I'll show you guys what I'm wearing. But when I'm normally working in here in the shop, yes, I do wear that spray. But this time I'm pointing directly at the fans, and that way it all gets sucked up out through the filters. And that way, in case I can't just turn and say something to you guys if I have to. So, let's put some color on it. Facing that way. Come on. Stay. About to wipe her down. Currently has some dust on it from work I was doing earlier. Or yesterday, excuse me, because it's morning now. Get everything nice and wiped down. Now I always work with the tail, the head, that way I can always grab the head, move around wherever I need to go. obviously that is now the yellow Javelin. Sorry if the air was kind of off on you guys. This gun runs at about 20 psi, so that's an average. Where'd it go? Yeah. Sorry, I had to make sure I was reading that right. But yeah, I generally run at 20 psi for this gun, so that's why you were hearing all the air stuff. I'm not sure what this mic will pick up. But yeah, there you go. We will be back tomorrow with how I'm going to design the stripes or rotations. We're still working on it. So, tomorrow, come on back. We'll show you what we're doing. So, stay safe. Go far. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other.